Hello, I'm Jerry Fort, the beer review guy. Look who we got here. We got Jeremy. Oh, damn, my fingertips are gone numb. Thing's so cold. Feel it. Stop. Let me do that.
I feel it on my fingers.
Headless pumpkin. Is that what this is going to taste like? A pumpkin? Pumpkin part?
I'm assuming.
Angry Orchard hard cider. This is 5% ABV. Gluten-free hard cider with other natural flavors. Jeremy said he'd review these with me. This is our first one of these. I had it written down for a while. I think it was Eddie Nicholson that told me about these, and I come and found them. So I apologize if that's not right. Let me know who you were, because I misplaced the Post-it note that had your name on there. And yeah, I know it hasn't been that long ago, but when you get to be an old person, you can't depend on your memory anymore. So let's see. Does it say anything else? There's 170 calories per can. Sodium is 15 milligrams. Total carbs is 21 grams. Total sugars is 16 grams. Includes 15 grams of added sugars. There's some calcium in there. There's 18 milligrams of that. Potassium, 215. Ingredients says hard cider, filtered water, cane sugar. Contains less than 2% of apple juice from concentrate. Malic acid, some natural flavors. Fruit and vegetable juice for color. And some carbon dioxide, sulfites to preserve freshness. That's about it. All right, I'm curious about this. Okay, Jenny's gonna have to get that open for us. It's too tight. Thank you. Interesting. It's the blood of the pumpkin. "71 degrees out here. It's chilly.
It's cooler than that.
I know it does. It does feel cooler. Maybe it's because we're in the shade. Maybe in the sun you get more of a 71, but it feels more like 68 or 69 or something. Okay. Has some cool artwork on here. Scary old farmhouse sitting back in there. A crazy apple. Had a bite taken out of it, but looks like a mouth.
There's a looking tree on
Yeah, that tree. I'd like to try to draw that tree. He looks pretty cool. I think he's in all the pictures. I took the box that these came in. I think there's like there's 4 different flavors, and there's 4 in each box. Something like that. And I took the box, I cut it down, the pictures and stuff, put them on my office, on my sliding door and stuff. Just the artwork. Uh-oh, yeah. Jeremy got prepared for this. I got shorts on. Something was trying to suck my blood. All right, buddy. There you go. Has almost a beer look to it. Maybe just a little bit more orange to it. It smells pretty good. Pumpkin-y. You put hard cider together plus the kind of a pumpkin flavoring, and this is what you get. Pumpkin cider. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Oh, wow. That tastes pretty good,
That's good.
to me. Yeah, you too. It has a dry cider back in. It's kind of what I described, the coagulation in the back of my throat. That's what I describe it. Yeah, I know it sounds nasty, but that's what I get. It's sweet. It's not like syrupy sweet. Not really. You know, those are like some of the energy drinks that Jeremy can get are just a little bit more sweeter than what this is. Those are kind of syrupy.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of beverage that you could drink a couple, 2 or 3 of these things in an evening. You know, just out of fun and watching movies. You could drink on these things, and they're not going to make you, you know, sick. You drink 6 or more of them by yourself, it might get you. It might get 5% ABV. Yeah, it probably get you. So I don't know what kind of hangover they might make you have nightmares of headless pumpkins trying to get you. Wouldn't that be weird if your nightmares depended on what you drank? Trying to make conversation. Oh, crap. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. That's pretty good.
The alcohol's not super prevalent in there.
All right.
On the first drink, it's got kind of like the full sweet pumpkin type flavor and kind of falls off into that typical cider flavor.
There you go. Yeah, I'm getting
That's
the
pretty
same.
much what it does.
I'm getting that same evolution right there. And like you said, the astringency or the alcohol taste is not like huge. These flavors is strong enough to cover that up. So makes it, for people that don't like the astringency taste, more enjoyable. That's what makes it more drinkable for me. So yeah, the only thing that would probably keep me from drinking too many of these would be that dry lemonade type of a characteristic in the back of my throat, which I don't like it when it gets like rough on the swallow. I don't like that feature. So that's what probably would keep me from drinking too many of these. One, just as the the first thing you drink one of these, and then I'd probably be saying I want something else. This is good, but it's not like one that I want to drink more than one of. But this is kind of a young person's kind of drink, probably. Jeremy probably would drink a couple of these while hanging out with his cousins or something, pretty easily. But yeah, I'd still give it a 10. It's a good cider, good flavored, easy to drink. Yeah, good 10. What'd you give it?
Yeah, I have no real complaints about it. It is kind of hard to get a large like pumpkin taste out of there, but I mean it's still kind of there. Kind of have to search for it a little bit.
Think you'd like it just a little bit stronger pumpkin taste?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I have like an actual like the regular Angry Orchard to kind of compare it to. I mean, it's still good though. I'll give it an 8 or 9.
Yeah. Does Angry Orchard make a pumpkin cider? I mean, not necessarily.
Not pumpkin, no, but just like, isn't it regular? Like, is it apple or is that what regular is?
Yeah, the apple is the regular flavor. They have some other stuff though, I think. I can't remember. Besides the other Thriller bunch, Sinful Apple, and I don't know. That would be a good comparison, actually. The Sinful Apple compared to the regular Angry Orchard apple. What is the difference? What is, unless the sinful part, cinnamon, maybe there's a cinnamon in it. I don't know. We'll have to.
I think it was spelled that way too, wasn't it?
S-or-C-I-N-N. Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
I bet it is cinnamon apple.
Excuse me. So yeah, maybe maybe it'll have some cinnamon in it. Maybe that's what'll make it different. We'll have to see about that. Okay, yeah, there's flying creatures that is after me, I think. So I think we pretty much did the rundown on this. But yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look again. Let me try it again. On the inhale, I get a pumpkin type of a characteristic. On the initial drink, I get pumpkin on my taste buds, on my tongue. On the back end, it gets a little bit sour toward the swallow. Then I get the dryness. You get pumpkin on the aroma. And you get some pumpkin in the middle, a little bit on the taste buds, but I don't know. I think I might be actually, when you think about what Jeremy said, the pumpkin is kind of hard to detect a little bit. Maybe if it was a little bit stronger, it'd be a little bit more.
Would you say if you didn't know what you were drinking, if you didn't really smell it beforehand, if you drank it, would you know it was pumpkin?
Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably be like at first be like, I know that taste. What is that taste? Yeah, I think it has enough pumpkin flavor that I would get the pumpkin out of it. But I think I'm with Jeremy on the fact that I think it could have been a little bit more pumpkin flavor to it. So it's a little bit more detectable, no question about it type of a thing. But I don't think you'd be taken away from the cider effect if you added just a little bit more to it. But I think they did a decent job. But some people would say I think it's perfect. It shows enough pumpkin flavor characteristics to say what it is. But Jeremy kind of gave me a little bit of a thinking about it. Which
also haven't had like a lot of like pumpkin flavored beverages really. I think I've tried like the like creamers when I was experimenting with that for a little while.
Yeah, they're big pumpkin flavored.
I know like Starbucks has a lot of pumpkin spice flavored stuff when it comes to season, but I haven't really experimented with it that much.
I don't know if have they ever made a pumpkin eggnog? Did we ever have anything like that?
That sounds familiar.
There's a little bit. They've made a banana beer. They've made a banana bread beer, I think. They've had what am I saying? Banana. What did I say that for? Pumpkin. Pumpkin beer, I believe. Well, there's pumpkin stouts, I think. Maybe pumpkin porter, maybe. Now I'm not sure what I'm talking about. I think I'm having a senior moment. Pumpkin stout. I'm thinking of milk stout. Am I thinking of milk stout? I'm getting all confused. I was trying to think of, well, haven't I had pumpkin type stuff? Pumpkins. I don't know. It has me thinking now.
Pumpkin spice eggnog sounds
Pumpkin
familiar.
spice. Pumpkin spice. There's the word
That's what you look good for.
There's the word that was missing in my brain. Pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice creamers.
Mm.
Pumpkin spice coffees. Pumpkin spice hot chocolate.
Mm.
That spice part. That was what was missing, and why I couldn't figure out why it didn't sound familiar. I can go ahead now. Finish what you're saying.
That pumpkin spice eggnog sounds familiar.
Pumpkin spice
I
eggnog.
don't know if that was a thing, but it sounds kind of familiar.
That's what they need to come out with more. Because Jeremy and I, we're big eggnog fans, and we look for different eggnogs, and they've had a few.
Like flavored eggnogs.
Yeah, flavored eggnogs rather than just the basic eggnog. And we've reviewed a lot of eggnogs when it comes into the season, you know, into Halloween and into, they even do some around Easter a little bit, but into, you know, Christmas area and New Year's and all that, they have more.
Mm.
But they just haven't really gotten very creative with any other flavors and stuff. So they need to do that. Because Jeremy and I like to review those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do a 9, because that's why I was saying I agree with Jeremy on just a little bit more pumpkin flavor to it. Would have been nice, but they did a decent job. I get it nicely just out of my glass,
Mm-hmm.
out of the can, but could have been just a little bit more. So 9 is still a really good score.
Yeah.
But
I'm just kind of where I lean towards like sweeter flavor stuff. So if it was leaned more into the sweet pumpkin flavored, I would enjoy it more. But I'm sure
mm-hmm.
I still enjoy
Yeah. So you still liked it a lot?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. I don't know if it's like, it doesn't say headless pumpkin spice. They're not going to say that. That doesn't sound right. Like headless horseman, the pumpkin head.
Yeah.
You know, is more scary. But a headless pumpkin spice, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But it could be. You could say it's pumpkin spice like, kind of.
Yeah. I'm not sure what transitions pumpkin to pumpkin spice. What else is in there? But
I think maybe some nutmeg. I think maybe.
probably like cinnamon maybe.
Could be. It could be. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Let us know if you've tried the headless pumpkin Angry Orchard hard cider. What you thought of it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.